Hi everyone, today we're going to break down the 2025 annual report for Amanah Saham Malaysia 3. We're going to look at the key numbers, figure out how they did it, and see what's on the horizon for the fund. And we'll do it all in a way that's super clear and easy to follow. All right, let's jump right in and tackle the one question that's on every unit holder's mind. How did the fund actually do this year? Let's take a look. And there it is, the headline number we've all been waiting for. For the 2025 financial year, ASM3 announced an income distribution of 4.75 cents per unit. This is the figure that really matters, the return that gets passed directly on to you. Now, to put that 4.75 cents into perspective, check this out. The fund's return came in at 4.75%, which is literally more than double its benchmark, the Maybank 12-month fixed deposit rate. So this wasn't just a good return, it was a fantastic outperformance. Pretty impressive stuff. A return like that doesn't just happen by magic, right? So how exactly did they pull it off? Well, the answer really goes back to the fund's core mission. See, the main goal here isn't just about chasing the biggest numbers possible. It's about finding that perfect, delicate balance, generating steady, consistent income while making sure your initial capital is protected. And their not-so-secret weapon for doing that? Diversification. Okay, so that's the theory, but what does diversification actually look like when it comes to your money? Let's pop the hood and see exactly where the fund is invested. As you can see, the portfolio leans heavily into equities, or stocks, over 80% in fact. That's the real engine for growth. But to balance out that risk, about 12% is tucked away in more stable fixed income securities, like bonds, with the rest kept as cash for flexibility. And if we zoom in even closer, here are the top 5 holdings. You've got Malaysian blue-chip giants like Maybank and CIMB, some major industrial players, and of course, super stable Government of Malaysia bonds. This mix is really a perfect snapshot of that strategy in action: growth balanced with stability. So, what was the game plan? Achieving this kind of performance is tough in any year, but the report itself calls 2025 a challenging one. So let's look at how they navigated those choppy waters. Honestly, the fund strategy was a masterclass in a balancing act. On one side, you had these global headwinds, geopolitical tensions, trade issues, you name it. But on the other, they really leaned into Malaysia's domestic strengths, like the huge boom in foreign investment for data centers and big government infrastructure projects. And did it work? You bet. The manager's report sums it up perfectly right here. It says the fund was able to achieve its objective and provide a reasonable rate of return. In the world of fund management, that's a solid win. Okay, so that covers 2025. But the big question for any investor is always, what's next? So let's take a look at how the fund is getting ready for the year to come. Looking ahead, the strategy is staying smart and opportunistic. There's a big focus on domestic growth sectors. We're talking construction, which is getting a boost from huge projects like MRT3, utilities and energy to power all those new data centers, and of course, technology and finance. But it's all still balanced with those stable defensive sectors like healthcare and REITs to keep things steady. So what's the big takeaway from all of this? Well, the report is pretty clear that economic uncertainty is here to stay. But the fund strategy, being careful, diversified, and focused on what's strong at home, is designed specifically to navigate that. The goal isn't just to survive the uncertainty, but to keep protecting and growing your investment right through it.